Hello VPs, this is Tina. Some of you wanted me to film a tutorial, so I'll be doing that and hopefully I don't suck at it. So for this picture, I'm going to be doing a yellow background and my character in blue. I think it would look nice with this dress. So yeah, let's just do that then. First, before we go into photo mode, what I usually do is that I usually go in ANL of Lighty Lights and I choose Runes A. So as you can see here, it's gone really dark. I like the runes option because it also like turns off the light also in the sky. There's no night sky. There's probably a better way to do this. As you can see, there are options here, but I don't use them. This is all going over my head, but there was probably an easier way to do this, so that's what I usually do. And I also make sure to turn off the torches around. You don't have to do all of them. I just turn off the main ones in the area so it doesn't create any external source of lighting. But yeah, this should suffice. Yeah. So after you've positioned your character somewhere where there's like not much light, then you can go into photo mode and make sure you have backgrounds and lighty lights over there. And like what I usually do is that since it's dark, you kind of need to see your character, so I create a source of light over here and I stick the light to the camera. So now we can see my character, which by the way, I love the makeup on Raja. If you want me to show you how to create a cut crease on your character, let me know. I'll show you. Pretty sure Aja already knows. But yeah, I'll let you know how to create a cut crease. Anyway, so something that I usually do for the character, whenever I use the backgrounds in like a background, I usually put them very much up so you have a better control. Like when there's a distance, it doesn't really affect also the back. You'll see. So after you've chosen a pose and an expression, I like the default one. So if you want your character to look in a certain direction, you choose to look at the camera, then you go into photo preview and you turn on the Otis camera and you choose the angle that you want for the character. And once you've chosen that, so what I like to do is just choose already, and I do Control F1 to save the camera state, so that if I move around, if I just press F1, brings me back. This will be very helpful, especially if you're going to use backgrounds and lighting probes. So yeah, here, so you have your angle chosen and your character posing already. So let's put on some backgrounds, shall we? So as you know, we want a yellow background, so you would think we would be putting a yellow background, but actually what we want is white at first. Then you create. You can do stick to cam if it helps better, but like you can see the background already there, so all you have to do is just do up and yaw. You can adjust this if it's like if you put this here, look how crazy it gets. But if you put it something like here, it's slower, like, so you have more control. Then yeah, I just position. I like to put the background a little bit further from the character, just because you know, I will be putting a lighting probe right behind her. So here I have to adjust the length a bit, yeah, and the height. Oh, yeah, exactly. There you go. So now we have a background. And the next thing you want to do, okay, but first, before we put on the lights, I want to make sure, yeah. If you see here, you see the grass and everything. That is so this is why you have to have the camera state safe, so you can check and see if it's well placed. Over here, if we do it like this, there you go. So now there's still some space. Yeah, there's still some space. So now you can add the lighting probes, which we will do in an instant. So first, you want a lighting probe behind the character, not behind her, but like behind our point of view. So I already have a camera here created, so here you go. If you look at this, see, this is quite a nice yellow. You can do it a bit darker if you want. I like it a little bit darker. If the background was yellow already, I mean, it wouldn't change anything, but I like to have it yellow because sometimes I like to mix up some colors and everything. It's just easier to know what you get if it's white instead of yellow. So you want to unstick it to the camera, and I used world relative instead of character relative. I mean, I don't know why I prefer that way, but I just do. So you'll have a little bit of a difficult time first with this if you're not used to it. I'm used to it, so I kind of already know how to position them, what to click. So yeah, now it's positioned, and the yellow is quite nice. What you can also do is, if you don't want the yellow to go on the character, then you could also make it directional, replace. There you go. You can do all sorts of things. If you want to make a circle behind a character, you can choose the right size, and then you can go up. And if you don't want it to light up like this, it's too powerful, you can turn down the power. You can play with the distance as well. But yeah, here, so now you have a nice light behind the character. But I quite liked it when it was all yellow. So we're gonna do just that. We're gonna replace it, and there you go. I will fix after I put all the probes in right in place. I will fix the shadows. Don't worry. Uh, Next, what I want to do is create another one, stick it to the camera, and I want the foreground to be blue. So here, if I hold on, am I going the right way? So yeah, so okay. Oh, too much. I want to place this right in front of the character. Not too close. Not too close. But you get the drift. You kind of have to play with it a bit. And yeah, you kind of have to play with the probes a bit. They are kind of finicky. Right now, the modder is redoing the whole thing from the ground up with less AI. So there should be a new version coming up, but for now, this is what we have. So I decided to pivot a bit. I was gonna have a yellow background with a blue front, but I decided to go with a more orangey that it's darker orange and it goes up and it gets lighter. I quite like it like this. I also already chose a reshade and did some modifications in here. Yeah, I completely forgot. It's best to set up your reshade first so you can choose your colors afterwards. Sometimes it changes. That's fine. That's totally fine to pivot. So as you can see here, my probe for the background here is more up. So the reason why is because I don't want a shadow over here. So if I were to go down, as you can see, the shadows start to appear. You have to position it in a way that it's not gonna show anything in the background. And you can toggle the marker to make them disappear. You also can toggle the light if you want to turn it off, but I usually just like switch them and they just disappeared. There you go. But you can toggle markers. It's an option. So here, how I made it so that my character is the only thing in blue and doesn't affect the background is, as I said, I changed the distance. If I were to increase, there you go, see how it affects the background. But if you decrease the distance, it'll only lit up your character. So what happens if I move here? See how my probe is right in front. Then it'll just affect my character. And I also made it so it's like 150 degrees so that it'll cover more area. I hope I'm being clear with my tutorial, but let me know if you have any more questions. So I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these. Make sure like to make it so that on Otis there is a button. If you haven't set it up already, there is a button. It's called toggle blocking of input to game. That's what I use in order to to be able to toggle stuff while being in Otis. So I can do that by just pressing the button. But anyway, we are ready to do the depth of field. I'm going to skip that part. I'm pretty sure most of you know how to use this at this point. And there you have it, a nice photo ready to be captured. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that was a good tutorial. Anyway, take care.